Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Twins arrested and charged with twin charges of burglary and vandalism. And Johnny will come marching home to the CNMI in July. See why. Also tonight, a shared moment of peace 80 years after the Battle of Saipan. And sports, the CNMI Little Leaguers whet their appetites for baseball in Seoul. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Can somebody please help me judge this chicken?
Juicy, seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the hair.
Now, who you think made this?
I don't know who cooked it, but they know how to cook.
Boom! Oh, McDonald's? Yes!
Are you serious? You don't like Mickey D's? Okay.
Guess what? I got something special for y'all. Double dip!
Cause that nods mean people who love McCrispy strips.
How you feeling now? Yeah.
Caught in 4K.
McCrispy strips, man, from Mickey D's. They here for it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Now flying between Saipan and Rota, Micronesian Air Connections makes island travel safe, comfortable, and easy. Our Cessna Grand Caravan seats 9, offering comfort, space, and panoramic window views. With modern safety tech and experienced pilots, your 40-minute flight is as smooth as it is scenic. Whether you're heading to Rota for a serene escape or back to Saipan for business or family, Micronesian Air Connections is the connection. Book online today at flymax.com. Fly local, fly smart, fly Micronesian Air.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You are watching the Channel 2 News on June the 30th from our studio high up on Capitol Hill. Twin brothers are being held for allegedly breaking into a karaoke bar in Garapan. In Judge Joseph Camacho's courtroom today, 2 twins find themselves bound together in police custody. On the 17th of June, a representative of Cheers Karaoke Bar in Garapan reported to police that around $1,400 worth of liquor and $131 in cash were stolen from the shop. Police say they were shown video surveillance taken from the bar's cameras. They say the video showed the crime scene to be timed at around 3 a.m. on June the 16th. The video clearly identified, the police say, the twin brothers being caught in the act. On June 23rd, after further investigation, Joe and Fritz Kassem were taken into police custody. And according to police, the brothers each admitted to breaking the chain and padlock to the bar to gain entrance, and that they claimed to have stolen 6 bottles of liquor and $40 of cash from the cash drawer. After further investigation, police say that 4 bottles of said liquor were discovered at the twins' residence. The brothers are now being charged with burglary and vandalism and are being held on $25,000 bail. They have been remanded back into custody. Arraignment is set for July 14. As the wars in Ukraine and Israel continue to rage, and as a fragile peace teeters in Iran and Taiwan, over 500 airmen and service members will be visiting the CNMI in the coming month.
Resolute Force Pacific, or RE4PAC, is a level exercise taking place this summer by Department of the U.S. Air Force at locations across the Pacific. Among those locations is the CNMI. Over 500 airmen and other service members, with some from partner nations, will be on Saipan, about 115 on Tinian, and about 25 to 30 personnel on Rota. Military Affairs Special Assistant Ed Camacho says we can also expect a couple of different types of aircraft on each island. Lieutenant General Laura Lenderman says, quote, "The goal is to integrate and experiment with logistics, sustainment, and enabling capability to bring 5th-gen fighters, command and control aircraft, and airlift and air refueling into the Western Pacific at speed and scale, with approximately 25 operating locations, almost 300 aircraft, and sister services and partner nations involved." Set dates for service members and military personnel to visit: Saipan July 7th to August 8th, Rota July 8th to July 31st, Tinian July 9th to July 31st. A community day with flyover and static display is scheduled for July 21st for all 3 islands.
80 years since World War II and the Battle of Saipan, the Japanese people continue to come back to pray for the lives lost and vow to keep the peace.
The Nempo Shinkyo Buddhist denomination commemorates the fallen victims of the Battle of Saipan with a service at the Japanese Peace Memorial in Marpi. A delegation of 50 participants from Japan and invited guests honor the ongoing commitment to peace and remembrance. The service continues on to the Bonsai Cliff area, where the monument erected by the Nempo Shinkyo in 2008 and the monument inscribed with poetry composed by the Emperor and Empress of Japan, erected in 2015, stand. With the thoughts of those who jumped off the cliff, an offering was thrown into the ocean, and the delegation chant the sutras to pray for the lives lost. The ceremony continues with more chants and prayers for world peace. Shigeki Okazaki Tenorio translates for the head priest of Nempo Shinkyo, Ryoryu Okea.
ドイツから日本に統治をされたというその歴史から日本とのつながりは生まれていると思いますので大切にしていきたいなと思います。
We should never forget that Japanese entered the CNMI by the World Union to be working together with the locals. So many Japanese came here and they sweat together with the locals and they developed this island and they had a harmony. In that process, eventually leads to the war. But we should never forget that Japanese, our ancestor, came here for peace and to develop and have a better life as a human.
The head priest shares about an encounter during his travels and the connections Japan has to the CNMI.
アメリカの人たちも亡くなっていってるわけですね。ですからここで全ての人の慰霊をし、幸せになってほしいと願うわけです。
So there's a story that when he was preaching all over Japan and when he visited a prefecture called Niigata, he met this person that his father was from Saipan. And the father used to do a bicycle shop in Garapan. And they came together to Saipan. And when they're walking by the beach, there's this local came up to them and said that he knows that Sato cycling shop. So that local showed him around because everything was changed, right? So he showed him that this is where used to be your father's bike shop was. But the father, long time, passed away during the war. But this is some example that Japan and Saipan have or the CNMI has a long history. And as a Nempo Shinkyo, we would like to continue that relationship. And we like to come here to pray for those died in the war. And we would like to have a happy, the peace to be last long.
He continues to encourage those with ties to our land to come and visit.
サイパンに関わる人は亡くなっている人はたくさんおられます。ですから特別にうちの信徒さん方の親を供養しようと思ったらサイパンに来ることが一番。そういうことも 願いながら来ております。
So actually, that was one example, but we have many of our followers that have a relationship with Saipan, and many of them died during the war. So we have a strong belief that we need to come back here and pray for them, for their souls.
Lovely story, Sakura. Coming up, locals, visitors, and ministers come through the doors at Saipan International. Welcome to Saipan. And Gay Pride Month ends today, but it never really ends. Stay with us. Don't want to miss us.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Heat stroke is one of the leading causes of non-crash, vehicle-related fatalities among children. Vehicle heat stroke occurs when a child is left in a hot vehicle, allowing for the child's temperature to rise in a quick and deadly manner. In today's fast-paced world and with our busy schedules, we often tell ourselves that we would never leave our child in the back seat of the car, yet it can still happen. Take action if you notice a child alone in a car. Protecting children is everyone's business. Even in cooler temperatures, your vehicle can heat up to dangerous temperatures very quickly. Keep your vehicle locked and keep your keys out of reach. Make it a habit to look before you lock and avoid putting children at risk of heat stroke. Help us prevent hot car deaths in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands Department of Public Safety.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lolo West. You know, hole number 13, it's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but you know, we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. When the double doors of Saipan International open, you never know who you're going to meet or who is going to be happy to meet you. Welcome to Saipan.
Carlos Semen is smiling as he arrives home. It is always surprising when anyone recognizes us.
Hey, Jason, good morning. I always watch you too, so it's my turn. So I'm back home for the holidays as well as, this is home. So happy day, everybody, and happy Liberation Day in advance. Take care.
Carlos was in Guam for a one-week getaway.
All right, Jason, happy day, and thank you. And hi, Sakura and Dan. It's good to be back home.
All right, thank you, sir. Welcome home, Carlos. Atushi and Tomoko step into the sunlight of Saipan.
We're here for the regional convention of Jehovah's Witnesses. The convention is going to be held from tomorrow for Tagalog, and the next weekend it's going to be held in English. So English convention is going to be held at the Southern High School cafeteria, and then the Kingdom Hall Jehovah's Witnesses, we're going to have a Tagalog convention from tomorrow. So that's the reason why we're here from Guam.
Both Atushi and Tomoko are ministers, and this is not their first time here on Saipan.
Well, this could be the fourth and fifth time.
Fourth and fifth time? Okay.
For the last 15 years.
Oh, so you've been here before.
We love Saipan too.
And what do you like the most about Saipan?
So we live in Guam, so the weather is similar, but we also like the friend and also, hospitable spirit too.
And Andy Hernandez arrives at Saipan International from Guam via all the way in New Mexico.
We've heard about it a lot of different times, but we finally had the chance to fly out to Guam, and we wanted to be sure to see Saipan while we were in the area.
Okay, all right. And I guess how did you hear about Saipan or the Marianas in general?
In general, I'm an historian, so of course, learning about Pacific Island migrations, Pacific cultures, of course, World War II. But I like to teach about the larger migratory history in the ancient world, so that's a piece of it. We love to visit national parks, so we're here to see the national park as well. We're absolutely fanatical about snorkeling, and we'll be doing that too. And this just checks every box we have.
Andy's been looking forward to exploring Saipan from the land and from the water.
We would like to do the grotto if we can. We want to do the snorkeling of the World War I and World War II era shipwrecks.
Okay.
Like I said, we're definitely going to hit the national park. We're always in the market for an ABC store, so that's out here too.
Okay. All
but
right.
Just beautiful beaches and sunsets and swimming.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say, sir?
Just that this place is gorgeous, and we love being able to finally be here.
All right. Thank you, sir, and welcome to Saipan.
Thank you.
Whether you are arriving home, are on a spiritual journey, or are making an historic visit, you are always welcome to Saipan.
As Pride Month in the Marianas comes to a close, here's the local way to say Happy Pride.
Well, we used to say Happy Pride all the time, but now we know that we have our Chamorro and Carolinian phrases here in the Marianas. We say Biba Guinaidza, which means like celebrate love, Nyoloti Catfish in Rafalawash. And also thanks to Uncle Donald Mendiola, one of our Sidohanu, he also coined the phrase Biba Minagu Flinatla in Chamorro, which is like celebrate quality of life. And that means like everybody is entitled to a happy life. So Biba Guinaidza, Nyoloti Catfish, Biba Minagu Flinatla.
In a flashback, 10 years ago, a former CNMI governor was sentenced in Superior Court. Tonight, we roll back the clock a decade and look at one of the biggest stories of 2015.
The courtroom was filled with Fidel's supporters. Some people even wrote letters to the judge to express their support and forgiveness to the former governor.
We're hoping that the judge will give consideration to those letters of support from the community, especially the bishops.
The sentencing was held by Associate Judge David Wiseman. He told the court all factors were considered when deciding on Fidel's sentence. Fidel's defense attorney Stephen Nutting argued the former governor should be spared jail time due to his poor health and prior service to the community. But Judge Wiseman stated former good deeds should not influence a court's sentence. He said bad conduct could not be tolerated.
To be able to get a conviction and a jail sentence on the highest office holder of the land, I think sends a strong message to all government officials that they're not safe. They're not safe. They need to adhere to the ethics of the office.
Back in January 2010, Fidel ordered the release of his personal masseuse from federal custody. In August 2012, Fidel provided an airport escort for former Attorney General Buckingham, who was found guilty of 6 charges in court and was attempting to flee the Commonwealth. For these incidents, Fidel pled guilty to 1 count of misconduct in public office and 1 count of conspiracy to commit theft.
This is a testament to those people out there that step forward and speak up when they see instances of corruption within our government.
For the first count, Judge Wiseman sentenced Fidel to the maximum of 5 years suspended sentence, with 1 year to serve and a $5,000 fine.
We're happy that some jail term was imposed. I think we do need to send a message to the Commonwealth that these sorts of crimes will not be tolerated.
For the second count, Fidel was given the maximum sentence of 1 year with 30 days to serve and a $1,000 fine.
That's the judge's decision, so we hope he gives consideration for the attorney to give him some treatment.
According to his attorney, Fidel suffers from diabetes and requires physical therapy and daily treatments. Judge Wiseman says he will be allowed his treatments while in jail.
It is extremely difficult to get people to respond to these types of things. It's very difficult to get people to step forward, but I think what was demonstrated today is that those types of people will be rewarded in the end, and I think we saw a positive step forward for the Commonwealth today.
Fidel's defense attorney declined to comment on the court's decision, but Fidel thanked the court and asked his family for forgiveness. He must report to the Department of Corrections by July 6, 2015, to begin serving time.
Coming up in sports, the Little League competition has begun in Korea. We have the full menu. Stay with us next. You don't want to miss this meal.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Dreams since like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes, they keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth. Where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! Even as the Pacific Mini Games have officially begun competitions today in Palau, the Little League Asia Pacific Region Tournament is underway in Korea, and the CNMI is feasting on the competition.
The CNMI Little Leaguers feast at the Hosong Dream Park in Seoul, Korea. Ball games began on June 27th. On day one, Team NMI played against the Philippine team and Kelagwined their way to victory 4-1. On day two, misfortune clouded the party for our boys as they curried a loss to Team Thailand 11-6. The Thai lunch, I suppose, was very spicy, but also delicious. On Sunday, day three, the CNMI then chowed down on the Indonesian team and spammed them decisively 9-5. Damian Sablon's fastball overpowered his opponents, finishing the game with 14 strikeouts. Dayton Madesh, Xavier Nepal, and Byron Cruz all homered for the CNMI. Our team, with a half-a-day spirit and a 2-1 record, now stands eyeing the menu of the New Zealand team with the Haka spirit before today's game, which began at 1 p.m. Oh, and what a buffet of a game it ripened to be. Here is Cohen Torres hitting adobe and plating a mango against the Kiwis. Pitcher Brian Cruz cooked up a 16-6 CNMI victory. And up in age class, during the first game of the Major League Asia Pacific Region Tournament, the NMI Majors were setting the pace until the lads from Hong Kong dumplinged for 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to noodle a 4-1 win. And in today's contest, Japan sashimied our majors by the tsunami of 7-1, eliminating our older boys from the final feast. The Little Leaguers, however, will remain in the dining room of contention until dessert is served.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight should be a wet one. There is a 70% chance of heavy isolated showers and thunderstorms accompanied by only mild breezes with low temperatures of around 76 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will also be threateningly cloudy with a 60% chance of lots of water coming our way. High temperatures of around 85 degrees and lows in the evening of around 77. The sun will set at 6:51 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 5:50 a.m. And as it rises here, so it will also rise on our young athletes in Palau and in Korea. They will surely be rising early, eagerly awaiting a new day to win again, or preparing anxiously for that opportunity to improve on their last best effort. And I will see you raising the bar from the water or from the land.
Well, that is news, sports, and weather. Stay dry, CNMI, and we will see you again on Wednesday.